Ladies and gentlemen, members and friends, it's Matt Bailey, Lachlan White, talking to you again about the archive releases coming on the bar at Whisky Alement. Now, I know we've talked about it before in previous months, so you can check out those videos, but the archive is the upstairs archive of basically a collection of the best from what you guys have tasted from the society, isn't it?
Yes, we take our favourite bottling of each out turn and stick it in there and take something else out every month. So,
yeah, and this, for May, you've picked out something rather wild.
yes, and this is something that's been staring me down for quite some years, in fact. Because I think this was a bottling that was released before I actually started working here. It was back when I was at Kilburn. So It would have been 2016 Fèis.
It was 16, yes.
And
Now, this wasn't the first ever Fèis bottling
no, it wasn't.
from the society,
No.
but it was the first, it was probably the second or third, but it was the first one we'd seen in Australia, ever.
It was a large stock of this came to Australia too.
We-
I remember quite a large
Yeah.
parcel of this being here.
We got a large parcel of it. The cool backstory behind this was coming in for May festivals. Like this is why it's being put on for May festivals this year.
Yeah.
As the flashback from 2016. So it was on May festivals 2016, and Champs was around the same time as when we were doing the festival releases. We couldn't do festivals at the same time as the UK back then, but we've worked that out since. But we had the Australian Malt Whisky Tasting Championship in June or July from memory.
Yeah.
And I desperately wanted to get this air freighted over in time for that, and that stole the show at the Champs, and everyone said, like, they have to get a bottle. And of course, this vanished, and this was sort of one of those releases for us that is a rather special, like, step back in history for Australian members.
The amount of times I get bugged about this bottling when people see our archive over here asking when we're going to be opening this bottle up to share with people. It's been happening now since 2017. I've been bugged about it since we opened the upstairs bar. And I finally decided
6 or 7 years.
Yeah,
asking
it was
for this release, yeah.
finally time to open it up. So
this is a rather special month for us.
Yeah.
May's the festivals in Scotland. It's all the Scottish festivals, Speyside Festival, Lowland Festival, all those kind of things going on. Highlands Festival, Campbelltown Festival, a little bit smaller. But Isla, Fèis, the Fèis Festival, the music and malts happening in Isla at each of the distilleries. This was our release for it, which was at the time, one of the oldest, if not the oldest, expression we'd seen from this distillate, but also full maturation in a refill sherry butt.
I reckon let's crack it.
Let's do it. Let's crack it open. This is really exciting because I can't actually recall if I've tasted this since then. Like, it would have been like 2017 when I last tasted this.
Me too. I actually think you and I shared a dram of this. I think,
Just a smidge. I want to make sure members and guests at the bar get most of this.
Of course.
So let's just have a smell and a taste of this for me. Also, the proof on this for a 12-year-old whiskey, I remember, was
65.9.
absolute belter proof, full sherry, peated 127, which of course is a heavily peated run from Distillery 23, if we're playing numbers. Oh, that's a flashback straight away.
I
Just on
know.
the nose, just that.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I think the first time I tasted this was, remember Independence Day?
Yeah, I remember Independence Day. That was a fun day.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give too much away, but I think we drank quite a lot of this that day.
Yeah, look, we had a bottle under the barrel, under the table of this, and after Lockie and I tasted it, we went, oh, look, we don't want everyone to have a taste of this, so we better make sure that, we've got a little bit left over at the end of the night that we're here. And
We're a bit cheeky with it.
Yeah, we can pour some generous serves of. Oh, immediately, just like that.
It is a throwback.
Smoky soaked raisins. Like a bowl of smoky raisins.
There is a meatiness to it as well.
There is, yeah.
And it's not a
like cured meats or
yeah. No, I'm going more towards like a smoked trout kind of thing to it, like a really coastal, memories of being up in Thurso and eating smoked trout by the ocean, kind of
yeah.
white meatiness to it.
Yeah. Like white bait or
And lamb fat.
Like, yeah, it's fatty, isn't it? On the nose, it's got that lamb fat. It's almost got a bit of lanolin
Yeah.
Braised beef a little bit as well. That sherry note is a lovely overtone of the spirit. It's not actually overwhelming the spirit.
No, it's not.
It's super like, it's delicate but also brash at the same time. I don't know how to describe that.
I also get that steam train engine, you know, that coal fire steam train engine.
Yeah.
And
Or
wrought iron.
old
And,
school
yeah.
wrought iron. Like, I used to, when
Like the puffing billy that goes up to Katoomba, you know,
Yeah,
through the
yeah.
Blue Mountains.
in high school, I had to walk through this old train tunnel to get to the actual school, and the train tunnel was where they kept all the old machinery workshop. There's the sort of old machine oil note to it.
And bluestone, like cut bluestone. So much minerality on the palate. It's incredible.
Yeah, minerality is a good word for it. Yeah, like super like crushed sea salts and mineral sort of fattiness. It's just. This is a throwback.
It's taken me back.
This is an awesome moment in society history, not just internationally, but even locally, of just the fever that members had for this release, and I can see why. And I'm very gracious that you guys took the opportunity to open this for May, because it is Festivals month in May.
Yeah.
All the Fèis releases and all the special releases from the Society are coming through in May, but also only at Whisky Alement, a bottle of this, which we've just cracked open. Full out turns, of course, on Friday, the 5th of May coming up. But you know what? Thank you, Lachlan, for sharing this.
Yeah. Thank you for joining me again.
And this is going to be just an on the bar, an awesome moment for you to jump in. I'm just going to say this now, though. First of all, don't delay, because this will vanish. Give this like 2 or 3 days, and this is just going to be a vanishing part of the bar. It's gone. Like,
No.
I guarantee this will last what 2 or 3 or 4 days tops.
We've seen these festival releases. Well, even not just festival releases. These archive releases sometimes last a week max.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
This is one that we'll pull people out of the woodwork to come in and try. So
Yeah.
you do not want to delay.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.